Welcome, everybody. I am Steve Bell, Chief Analyst with Wards Intelligence, and I am joined today for this fast chat video with Maxime Flamand, who is CTO for 5G-AA. Welcome, Maxime.
Thank you, Steve.
So, as CTO of 5G-AA, can you tell me a little bit about what 5G-AA is doing and the difference it's making in the world of V2X?
So 5G Automotive Association is a non-profit organization. It puts the telco and the automotive industry together. It makes connected vehicles a reality, leading to all kinds of safe and smart traffic benefits. It is a global association. That's because our members want global solutions. And for this, we need harmonized solutions and standards. That's where I believe we, as an association, make the biggest difference.
So it's been in existence for maybe, 5 years now, I think, because it's created?
Yeah, so it was created 2016, a little bit more than 5 years now. And we are 125 members representing most of the regions where V2X is being deployed. This means US, Europe, China, Korea, Japan, and as well Australia. So we are quite global in this respect.
So the connected car vision, the vehicle-to-vehicle, vehicle-to-infrastructure, has been around for about 20 years. But will this vision ever come to reality? I mean, the recent US Department of Transport workshop in Detroit pushed it yet again to 2027.
That's a great question. Before I get into the details, perhaps I should try to frame what connected vehicles means to us as 5GA. But in the US, the DOTs and the industry often refer to connected vehicles as vehicles that are connected with device-to-device radios, and that enables direct exchange of data between vehicles and also with the infrastructure like traffic lights. And this is often referred to V2V or V2I. But our definition of 5GA is a little bit wider, and we start from the fact that the connectivity of the car is mainly done with 4G, 5G mobile networks. And the short-range V2X direct component comes as a great addition, but it cannot be considered as a standalone feature for the connectivity of the car. And so we have we have to make the best out of the 4G, 5G mobile network. It brings really enormous possibilities. It transforms the car as a product towards the car as a service. And so for 5G member, what counts is to create a reliable data channel in and out the cars. And this is what the 5G standards as a whole can provide. But to answer your questions, actually, connected vehicles are already on the road in millions of units. We would really like that when a policymaker makes deployment plans, they take this large deployment into account so that they look at what can be done today to address the current traffic problems, and at the same time then facilitate the introduction of these additional life-saving connectivity. I'll stop here.
So it's obviously utilizing the cellular networks, both 4G and 5G, and there's different sort of variations on the vehicle-to-vehicle technologies that are being used in Europe and in China. But you've also, at the media days last week in Ann Arbor, you also demonstrated use cases that were utilizing cell phones as well. How is that helping enhance safety for other road users?
So what we did in Detroit was really to focus on vulnerable road users. And when we talk about V2X for road safety, it is really a must that we include the vulnerable road users. And mainly this is because more than 50% of the traffic accidents involve pedestrians, cyclists, but also other kinds of users like road workers and even kids on their way to and from school. So in Detroit, our first objective was to alert properly the drivers by increasing their attention to the presence of these vulnerable road users. And I can give you an example. Imagine a pedestrian that is walking on a dark suburban road at night. That's exactly the kind of awareness that we wanted to give to the drivers. And so we know from the past experiences that short-range V2X communication can very well solve these challenges. But today, most of the pedestrians have one thing in common. They carry this smartphone in their hands or in their pocket, and these smartphones are connected to the mobile network, and that's what we wanted to leverage. So what we showed in Ann Arbor is how the use of these 5G mobile networks can actively protect pedestrians thanks to the mobile apps. And so these apps could be embedded into more popular apps like Google Maps, etc. But the most important was that the data from the vulnerable user could flow through the mobile networks like Verizon or T-Mobile and even across different app vendors. And this was also done in a timely fashion thanks to the use of edge computing. So, of course, the prospect of the short-range communication is still there. We hope that one day bikes or even smartphones will be equipped with V2X direct communication. But for the time being, what we showed is that we could rely on 4G, 5G mobile networks, at least for vulnerable road users' awareness.
That's great news. So, Maxime, thanks very much for the update, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon and finding out more about the deployments that are happening in North America and around the globe. Thank you very much, Maxime.
Thank you very much.